அதந்தாள் வாழ்க. இமைப்பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதாந்தாள் வாழ்க. மதிப்புக்குரிய பெரியோர்களே, தாய்மார்களே, அனைவருக்கும் எனது அன்பான வணக்கங்கள். பிரித்தானிய சைவ திருக்கோவில் ஒன்றியத்தினர் பெருமையுடன் எடுக்கின்ற உலக சைவ மாநாடு இன்று 2வது நாளாக சிறப்புடன் நடைபெற்றுக் கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. இந்த மகாநாட்டின் முதன்மை வாசகம் திருமந்திரமும் நடராஜ தத்துவமும் என்பதாகும். நடராஜன் திருக்கூத்தை அறிவதே ஞானம் என கண்டனர் ஆன்மீக ஞானிகள். இந்த திருநடனத்தை ஞான கொண்டே காண முடியும் எனவும் இவர்கள் கண்டார்கள். பக்குவம் அடைந்த ஞானியாகிய அப்பர் பெருமான் இந்த திருநடனத்தை ஞானக்கண் கொண்ட கண்டதை விவரிக்கின்றார். Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure and privilege that I have been given an opportunity to share a few moments with you all in this International Saiva Mahanadu. I have been given this opportunity as a representative of the second generation Saiva Hindu Tamils. Having been born in this country, I am proud and deeply honored that I have been brought up in this Saiva Hindu environment. This Mahanadu gives ample opportunity and creates an awareness to our generation to give thoughts and be proud of the invaluable wisdom our ancestors acquired and preserved. In this respect, the Saiva Mahanadu this year runs with the mission statement and theme of Nadaraja Tattvam and Thirumandiram. It was only the great realized souls that saw that the purpose of this life was to see the cosmic dancing form of Lord Shiva. Their prayer of realization is to be free of this cycle of birth and death. However, Appar Peruman describes Lord Shiva as he saw. He also pledged and stated that he wanted to be reborn as a human being if he can see this divine dancing Lord Shiva, as he describes in his Thevaram. He describes the curved eyebrows, the gentle smile on the red lips, which are like the fruits of the common creeper on the hedges, the cool, matted locks of hair, the white ashes resembling milk, smeared on the form, which is as red as coral. If one is fortunate enough to see the beautiful and sweet raised foot in dance, being born in this world as a human being is also something to be greatly desired and yearned for. Tiruchitrambalam Kunitha Puruvamu Kovai Chavayil Kumin Siripum Kunitha Puruvamum Kovai Chavayil Kumin Siripum Panitha Sadayum Pavalam Pormeniyil Par Vannirum Panitha Sadayum Pavalam Pormeniyil Par இனித்தமுடையார் எடுத்த பொற்பாதமோ காணப்பெற்றார் மனித பிறவியும் வேண்டுவதே இந்த மாநிலத்தே. I would like to elaborate upon the Nataraja Tattvam, which is seen as an internal rhythm. Nataraja is the main deity in Chidambaram in Tamil Nadu, India. For Saivite Hindus, when one says Kovil, they mean Chidambaram. There is deep symbolism hidden with like an hourglass, known as a damaru or uduku, which symbolizes the sounds that originates the creation and perpetuates the universe. It is believed that Shiva's drum produced the first sounds of creation. Ripples of sounds come through matters, and it comes alive and radiates around Lord Shiva. And even as he creates and makes living entities, Lord Shiva is seen to be dancing in a ring of fire, signifying destruction that he will soon bring about. The upper left hand contains fire, which also signifies destruction, the dissolution of form out of which a new world will arise. The lower right hand shows the Abhaya Mutire, which is the gesture of fearlessness, given freedom from fear and bestowing protection from evil and ignorance. The lower left hand points towards the left foot, which is elegantly raised, signifying upliftment and liberation. The same arm is held across the chest in the elephant trunk pose, thought to lead the way through the jungle of ignorance. And all the while, the right foot is trampling illusion and ignorance. The dwarf upon which Nataraja dances is a demon and symbolizes Lord Shiva's victory over ignorance. His dance is rhythmic, regular, perfect. And this is hidden in the entire universe as an underlying subtle vibration. It manifests itself in many things: the regularity of the season, the movements of the planets, the cyclical nature of creation, the physical, chemical, and biological laws of our universe, the very biorhythms of our bodies, and the constitution of our cells, molecules, and atoms. The circle of his energy starts and ends there, wherein lies the mystery. The whole of the image is an assurance to us that creation is not just a chaotic accidental phenomena, but a guided rhythmic movement under the mastery and control of the eternal self, and that we too can become masters of our own movements and actions by liberating ourselves from the limitations of smallness, ego, and delusion. We already know that the holiest Nataraja form is found in Chidambaram, but also compelling to note is that if you happen to be a particle physicist and you're visiting the European Organization for Nuclear Research in Geneva, that's the organization which is in charge of the largest particle accelerator in the world, the Hadron Collider, you will also find a 2-meter high Nataraja statue in front with the inscription, "In our time, physicists have used the most advanced technology to portray the patterns of the cosmic dance. The metaphor of the cosmic dance thus unifies ancient mythologies, religious art, and modern physics." Finally, I will finish with a prayer to Lord Nataraja as sang in the Periya Puranam by Saint Circular. He states that out of infinite grace, Shiva dances the dance of bliss in Tiruchitrambaram, of brilliant light, creating countless number of forms beyond the imagination of man. Let us worship ardently the divine that dances thus. Tiruchitrambalam. கற்பனை கடந்த சுவாதி கருணைய உருவமாகி அற்புத கோலம் நேடி அருமறை சிரத்தின் மேலாம் சிற்பரவியோகமாகும் திருச்சிற்றம்பலத்தின் நின்று பொற்புடங்கடம் செய்கின்ற பூங்கழல் போற்றி போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம்.
முறையாக கற்று பல நாடுகளிலும் பாடிக்கொண்டிருக்கின்ற ஒரு இளங்கலைஞர். அவரை நாங்கள் வாழ்த்த வேண்டும். அவரை கௌரவப்படுத்துவதற்காக